there with Ellis. It's Garnett. Then there's Towns. And it's Porter at the small forward. Dallas shooting their first free throw tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, strictly in terms of their percentage, their free throw shooting has deteriorated a considerable amount since last season.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie. First off, look, every year there are all-star game snubs, and perhaps last year Monte Ellis was the big one in the West. Hard to leave him off given the way he played for the Mavs.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Anthony no one around. From outside off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Dunn passes to Harris. Off target from three-point range.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Down low. Out to Anthony. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Anthony. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Beal dishes to Garnett. Here's Porter. It's deflected. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Noah kicks to Anthony. For the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Anthony's got 5.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems. Oh, how pretty was that? Use the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Anthony on the wing. Another 3 for Dallas.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Beal. Puts it up from 17. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And it's Harris off the drive. Dallas moving it around. And again, Carmelo Anthony for 3. He's got 11.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Dunn passes to Jokic. No good with the triple. Feeds to Carmelo. Tries again. Anthony missing again.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Towns. Payne comes in for Kevin Garnett. Alonzo G is checked in for Porter. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Beal. And Noah with the slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
Minnesota making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in. Here's Dunn. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Noah dishes to Carmelo. Another shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Adrian Payne is that new breed of big man, guys. I mean, he combines athleticism, size, and toughness with exceptional outside shooting. Made over 41% of his threes as a rookie.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Here's Dunn. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And back to Adrian Payne, one of those rare guys who can lead you in block shots and free throw percentage, something he perfected at Michigan State. Truly unique in his versatility. You covered a lot of his games.
Yeah, freakish athletically, but also highly skilled, which you don't often get for guys coming out of college. But again, this is a 4-year player, and it seems like every team's looking for bigs who can defend the post as well as spread the floor, whether starting or coming off the bench. So he's certainly a valuable asset.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 10. Beal from long range, but they get it back. Here's Porter. Nice form on the 20-footer. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Dunn passes to Jokic. It's Anthony with the drive. And it's blocked. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. It's been really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
The Mavericks have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Here's Ellis. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Ellis has got his second bucket of the game to go. Dunn passes to Jokic. Beal with the steal. It's deflected. It's stolen by Harris. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got 9.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Pass to Jokic. They get it again. From deep. The shot no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence. Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Count the bucket. 5 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Anthony. The layup off target. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter is about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. They've got Noah. Harris is out there with Dunn. Then it's Anthony.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Ellis kicks to Beal. Back to Ellis. It's Beal on the wing. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Ellis. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Dallas. Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
It's deflected. Jokic passes to Dunn. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And that one's good, Jokic.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Timberwolves trail by 11. Shoots from the elbow. Towns dishes to Beal. Second shot opportunity. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Right wing. Here's Powell. Guarded by Garnett. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Dallas leading by 13. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph, and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. The tray. Timberwolves trail by 14. Porter kicks to Ellis. No good. Great D that time from Jennings. Murray, the pass to Jennings. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
It's Porter outside. Jennings dishes to LeBron. Here's Murray. Misses the three. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to Dallas. Here's Beal. Another miss by Minnesota.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Still Mavericks ball. Checking in for your Mavericks, Joakim Noah.
Here's Murray. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Noah's got 3 assists tonight. Timberwolves trailed by 18.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instinct and the energy of a mountain lion. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Minnesota calls timeout. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Dimes. And it's done in for Brandon Jennings. It's tipped. Will it go? And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Hickson. Rubio's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them. Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Dunn. He's got 13. Hickson grabs the board.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Pass to Harris. Here's Jokic. Payne with the block. Rubio outside. And it's Hickson at the elbow. Here's Anthony. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
It could go. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And through one half, it hasn't. Even been close. The Mavericks on top, running away with this one. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half. Defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop it.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
On the court for Minnesota, Porter is out there with Garnett. Then there's Towns. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Ellis and at the point.
And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
Timberwolves trailed by 20. Ellis kicks to Towns. Beal, that's for 2. And he can't bank that one in. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Minnesota calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Ellis. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Ellis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Dallas leading by 20. Out to Anthony. Beyond the arc. Good.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Passes it to Jokic. To the middle. Noah. Powered down with both hands.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Porter. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Dunn. He's covered by Beal. Noah the screen. To the middle. Off the pick. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Ellis, that's good.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And guys, KG is so loved and has given so much to the area of Minneapolis, St. Paul, the state of Minnesota. He really, Clark, views it as his home.
And Kevin, you started with him there in Minnesota.
Yes.
When he got underway in the league. Fans love having him there and involved with the franchise again for sure.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And, you know, for Garnett, after his playing days are over, I got to believe he's going to be looking to take some ownership in this Wolves organization. He is a beloved figure here in Minneapolis.
Dallas making a switch here. Murray's checked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half.
2 minutes left.
There's the feed to Noah. And it's blocked. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Porter. Anthony with the defensive effort.
And if KG did become a shareholder in the Wolves, it would be wild. I mean, could you imagine how intimidating contract negotiations would be with him sitting across the table?
Beal can't get it to go.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
Dishes it to Porter. Tries it from the top of the key. Dallas can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Murray kicks it to Noah. The feed now to Murray. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Noah's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
It's Ellis on the wing. He's got 11. Here's Towns. Anthony with the block. Launches it. Another 3 for Dallas. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
20 feet out. Again, the Mavericks score.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Now here's Anthony. And he has 28 points for the game. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound. And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
And you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Noah with the block. Here's Anthony. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Mavericks ahead, running away with it. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Powell is out there with C.J. Miles. Then there's Dimes. Then there's Jennings. And it's Laverne in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Crawford. Plays it up and banks it in. Crawford's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Minnesota.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Dallas shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Kicks to Murray. No good on the 3.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Shooting one, timeout.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, giving yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Anderson, he's checked in for Dallas. On the free throw, no good. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jennings can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Stolen by Anderson. The dish to Jennings. The 3. And he gets the bucket.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now here's Jennings. Powell, the pass to Anderson. Now Miles. He feeds it to Powell. The 3 from Anderson. Offensive rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And it's G finishing it off.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Dallas calls timeout.
And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going in the last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
Dallas has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. That's tipped. No good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, you know, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, you know, he's right in regards to the gambling. With the internet, people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
Poked away. It's stolen by G. Here's Hickson. Finished off the break.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Anthony with the bucket.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Crawford, no luck.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Muhammad. And Anthony sends it back. Payne. And that one is hammered home.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And J.J. Hickson is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Noah dishes to Carmelo. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Noah's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns, he's checked in for Hickson. Garnett comes in for Adrian Payne. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Muhammad. And Beal subbed in for G. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And He made it look easy that time.
Beal, that's for 2. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Carmelo Anthony. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Ellis, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Harris drops them both.
And the new court projection visuals, all the rage in the NBA now. Instead of having to use a screen over the court, they just project video and images straight onto the court. I think before long, you'll see it everywhere.
The pass to Dunn. And 1:01 left in the game. The shot misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Those court projections you see in the pregame, we don't even have the best angle for them. They're so good.
Yeah, nice perk for those sitting a little higher up on those or those watching TV. It's about putting on a show and at the end of the day, entertaining the fans.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Fast break, Minnesota. Porter's running. Offensive rebound. Here's Dallas. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Anthony. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Anthony's got 40 points.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. There was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans too, Kevin.